All right, folks, we keep hearing all this rhetoric about America preparing for a civil war, yada, yada, yada. And the politicians on both sides of the house trying to push this crap to really turn us against one another. My question I have is right now, I'm going to use Lenormand for this reading, is what they want you to believe and then what's going on behind the scenes. And for what they want you to believe, I'm going to use the Medieval Oracle of Lenormand by Libra Moon Incorporated, which is right here. And then for the line on what they're actually doing, we're going to use the Deviant Moon Lenormand de la Luna. So we'll do 5 cards. All right. 1, 2, let's go. 3, 4, and 5. It's crazy, right? They keep doing this shit over and over again, trying to push us, divide us, to get us hating on one another. And that's just got to stop, my friends, because we're not going to ever resolve anything if all we do is fight all the time, let these asshats force us into a direction of total chaos and destruction, right? It's time that we kind of come together. Let's see what the cards say, all right? I'm more concerned with the cards because it's going to help us define what to do because the cards never, ever lie. They never lie. They will tell the truth because it's not our biased opinion. It's the universe guiding us to an answer that we desperately need in these dark times. Okay, so what they want you to believe is everything is great. That's the heart card, right? The heart. I'm going to drop the camera down and touch more to get a little closer in. Okay. So they want you to believe that everything is just perfect. There's no problem, that there's no need to prepare for anything. So is America preparing for a civil war? According to them, they want you to believe that there's no need to do it. Okay. I like that. But they grow their strength on that premise by anchoring around the fact that they want you to think that they're your friend and that you can trust them. That's where the heartstrings position, right? You can trust them, and that trust is going to bring you peace. So there's no need to prepare for anything. That's what they want you to think. Everything's just going to be fine, never going to be a problem. And that's then going to lead you to the moon. So the heart will be a little bit confused because for the last 4 to 6 years, they've lied. They bullshitted us, right? They kept pushing policies that were draconian in nature, yet now they're telling you everything is fine. So this is going to lead you to a little bit of confusion. So you got to kick your intuition a bit because what's interesting about this card right here is a 32, which is a 5. So they're going to communicate and it's going to force you to a decision. Do I or do I not go against them? Because that 5 can be freedom or it could be slavery. And I'm not going to give you my opinion because that's biased. But all I'm saying is that there's a 5 right there on the moon. And that confusion is going to lead you into the clouds, which is going to bring some uncertainty. And you see how the clouds is blowing into the moon? So even though this is usually a card in Lenormand around good things and so forth, I'm not seeing it like that in this reading. So the heart is going to be a little bit on the fence. It's almost like it's going to be filled with illusions because of the past from the government. And then the clouds are going to come up to really add another layer of complexity because you're going to start seeing some problems with what they say, right? The anchor then has clouds, so the anchor is no longer solid. It's kind of moving. It's moving in the wind. It can't really lock itself down. So is America preparing for civil war? They want you to believe it's not, but it's kind of feeling that the energy from them is a lie and it might head that way. But they're telling you, nope, everything is fine. Keep that in mind. What's the reality down here? What's the reality? Well, Clover, with a little bit of luck or messaging, they may spark it off. That's the reality. So they're telling you everything is good to you drop your guard completely. But they, with a little bit of luck, they're going to see the bleeding there on the Clover. They're going to try to spark it. That's wild. And then you have a tower and the key. So they want to isolate you to put you, like I said, keep you away from everybody else. That'll get them the success to spark it off, to create a conflict. And the 33 is a master builder in chaos. Right? That's the key. And then the Clover leads to the book Secrets. So they're going to hold things back and they're going to lie. So they're going to use propaganda to really incite something. So while they're telling you one thing on the top line, on the bottom line, they're playing it against you in the dark. They're not shooting straight because they need something to maintain control. And the last card is the 2012, which is the birds. And the birds is what? Communication. So the secrets are going to be communicated. It's going to be a propaganda spin is what they're actually going to do to you. So is America preparing for civil war? No, but they should. They should. I'm not saying something's going to happen because I don't predict futures, friends here. I read energy, and that's the energy I'm reading. So the question kind of also shift the reading a little bit. And if you look at it too, when you mirror it, right, you have isolation from gossiping, 12 birds from communication. So what they're telling you is kind of keeping you a little bit off your balance. And then their success will be driven from propaganda, the book, Secrets. And with a little bit of luck, they're going to get what they want. They want you to fight. They want you to rip each other's heads off. And here too, the dog, which is basically pairing with the moon coming back into the heart, is that it's an illusion. The friendliness of these people is all based on lies. It's fake. It's fraud. That's exactly what we've always seen, and that's exactly what they've always done to us. Lied in order to push a narrative. So I'm not seeing it working out though in their favor if people just wake up and see it for what it is. I'm going to also now run some dice here for numerology. I just want to kind of see the energy we're getting from this. And we're getting a 7. What this means to me is they will get the harmony and peace they want through the potential, the one, of creating the conflict. But you have to look at it from a 7 point of view. You have to assess the situation, not get caught up in their bullshit. If you can do that, then their plan falls apart overnight. That's the reading for us today on the question that somebody asked me, is America preparing for civil war? And this is the answer. This is the energy I'm feeling right now. If you enjoy this, would like to have your own readings, head over to wordswithatwist.com, book a reading. Or if you want to have more insights that are written long form, sign up as a member. For your paid is your choice. And until next time, I want to see you in my next readings. All right. Bye, everyone.